How's it going, guys? It's the May Sandwich, and welcome to another video. And today marks 1 year since Tears of the Kingdom happened, and I have to admit, I'm very happy that the game released. And I remember I played it for the first time, and it felt like I was playing Breath of the Wild for the first time again. And I should tell you that when I completed Breath of the Wild, it was pretty fun, and it took me like 4 years to complete because I just never really played it, and Tears of the Kingdom only took me a month. But I replayed a little bit more of it just for you guys because I never actually fought Master Koga and all that. So yeah. Anyway, I will mention like what I love about Tears of the Kingdom and what I don't like about it, or stuff like that. So, sorry for stuff I like about the game. Like I love all the cutscenes, and Matt Mercer's voice acting for Ganondorf is perfect. It's really perfect, and I love all the casting choices. And Chris Hackney, who I knew as Dimitri, like he was a good choice for Rauru, and I can't stop thinking about how amazing the game is. I will mention for the new enemies, I like the Boswell Goblin. They're pretty fun to fight, and especially when their music kicks in, it's like really good. And constructs are pretty cool. And there were like I know there's like giant fox in the dubs, but I never fought one. Unfortunately, like I think it would have been cool to fight one, but unfortunately, I never fought one. So sad. It doesn't really matter. I mean, there's also the Gloom Spawn, which oh man, I really yeah, I have to admit, they kept it secret from us, so seeing those for the first time definitely frightened people, which I think was a pretty good move. Oh man, those are really creepy. Like, imagine you're just walking, then you just see some hands, and they screech at you, and the sky turns red, and the thing about them is that you gotta think quicker, because they are faster than you, so you have to think really quickly, and if there's a tree, then climb it. Like, you have to climb something that they can't climb. Like there's like if like very small deep like steep cliffs like that are kind of like this, like they could probably climb up this, but not if they're like this, or like they, you know what I'm talking about, right? It's oh man, those enemies just still creep me out. But it's always nice seeing people's reaction to those for the first time. They're like, "What is that?" And they get all scared. Like you saw how I reacted to one. It doesn't really matter. And then once you defeat those, you have to fight Phantom Ganon, which I thought was pretty cool. It adds a little bit of an extra challenge and all that. I mean, I should point out before I stopped my before you saw the true finale, I actually went Gloom Spawn hunting. Like I knew where one Gloom Spawn was, so I decided to fight it. And somehow, I was in a surface that I couldn't climb, but one somehow managed to get to me. I don't know how because they did not because they didn't climb. I think they went through the floor. I don't know what happened, but I'll figure it out later. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that I completed Tears of the Kingdom again, and I'm just happy that I cleared the game for you guys and all that. Like the Let's Play ended over a year ago, or like 10 months ago, but I replayed it again, or played a little bit more of it again just for you guys because I wanted the finale to be like an actual final boss fight. So, yeah. Anyway, what else can I really mention? I guess I can mention that I'm just kind of enjoying life right now. Right, wait, I'm talking about Tears of the Kingdom, not how my life's going. Tears of the Kingdom, it's really fun. I already mentioned this, and the cutscenes, like I love how it basically just how do I explain it? So like, spoilers ahead. So Zelda, like Gandalf knew who Zelda and Link were, and then they show off how he knows who they are. Like Zelda went back to the past, and then that's basically how Gandalf knew, and Gandalf knew Link because Rauru told him about him, and I just loved almost everything. And like the final boss fight, like I'll get that, but for actual bosses, they were all pretty fun. They were fun. So I fought Kagero first, and the fight against that was pretty fun. It was nice going up in the air, and the music was really good. And then for Silence Fight, I fought the Muktarok, and that was pretty fun to fight. I mean, it wasn't too bad. It really wasn't. I had fun playing that, and that's all I can really mention about that. I mean, what can I really mention about the Muktarok? I mean, I didn't really like that fight because it just felt a little like boring. I shouldn't say boring, but like just kind of yeah. That's all I can say. Against the Marvel Guard, like I didn't know how to fight against that thing. I know there are some tricks to it, but I fought it in the hard way. Like I fought it the hard way. And if I knew all the if I knew all the tips and tricks about fighting that thing, then it would have been so much easier. Probably would have been half the time I actually fought it or something. Queen Gibdo, that one was pretty tricky, but that's what I liked about her fight. Like I actually didn't know I could have shot fire arrows at Queen Gibdo. If I knew that, I would have probably wouldn't have done as many times as I did fighting that thing. Phantom Ganon was pretty tricky, but it was fun. I'm talking about the Phantom Ganon from when you go into Hyrule Castle, not like the Gloom spawn. But the Phantom Ganon was pretty fun. It was like fighting the Phantom Ganon in the Hyrule Castle. Like that was pretty tricky, but I liked it. And then the Cease Construct, it was like a boxing match, and that's what I liked about it. Why do you think I titled my video that? The Cease Construct boxing match. Like, why do you think I named it that? And I like all the new stages that we got. Like, and instead of having all those old powers that we had back then, we have new ones, which I actually like. Like it's excuse me, like one of them's basically like magnesis, except you can carry more than just metal. One of them you can just fuse your abilities, which I think was really awesome. The one where you can just have things go back in time, that one was pretty fun. That's the fourth one. The third one where you can just ascend, like see you guys, boom, I'm out of here. That's pretty fun. Like I like that a lot. That was pretty fun. Um, all of them are pretty fun. And the fifth one, which is auto build, which that one's alright, I guess. I mean, yeah, it's alright. What else could I really mention, you may ask? I mean, with the sages, like instead of having the sages vows, like you do get sages vows, like having them, they're basically allies that you can have help you, which I love that a lot. And I always had Mineral off because I always wanted her to have like metal spike balls attached to her hand just to make her stronger, but after they deactivate, there's just wasn't any point. Like I realized, I thought I had to have those on her just so she can actually fight, but I didn't need to. It was fun. It was still all right. That's all I can really mention about Tears of the Kingdom. Or actually, now I will mention the final boss. I like the journey going up to, fighting fighting Phantom, or like getting to Gandorf's fight, like the music going, like it's really good. I'm thinking the music in my head right now as I'm talking about it. The music is really like the music in the game. Like, oh man, I can't wait to talk about it. The music. It's so amazing. I loved all the music. I really wish that the music that was used in the final trailer would be used in the game, but surprisingly it wasn't. But all the other music that was involved, it was all so amazing. 10 out of 10 music. And especially when you go down to Ganondorf's fight, like that music, like it's really tensing up, preparing you, like you have to face Ganondorf, and the music is so amazing. And then, especially when you get to that final drop, make sure you paraglide, otherwise you will, what else can I really mention? So, and now fighting against the Demon King's army, that's fun. I mean, as long as you have allies, you should be good. And it's like I loved all the phases, and those were all pretty good. And then when I got Ganondorf, like Ganondorf just preparing to face you, like his entrance was just so amazing. Like especially those all those lines, they're amazing, and everything about it's just perfect. And then the Ganondorf fight, like you remember how he took off half of Calamity Ganon's damage? Well, now he basically doubles his health bar, which makes sense. Actually, I haven't really thought about that until I saw a comment about it. I was like, oh yeah. And then fighting Ganondorf, like seeing him flurry rush you, and he can flurry rush off your flurry rush, and you have to flurry rush him. If you want to do that, you have to flurry rush his flurry rush, which is flurry rushing off you. Got that? I mean, you just have to flurry rush his flurry rush, but yeah, yeah. And then like Ganondorf, like then they like eating the stones of Zonai turn himself into a dragon. Like he knows what's gonna cost him, but he still does anyway. Like, oh, that's so amazing. And the final fight against the demon dragon is so amazing. Like the music is beautiful, and it makes you feel like you're in the final battle. Like, and he just blows up like a nuke when you beat him. And all the cutscenes and the 100% ending is just perfect. And that's why, like, this game is honestly really perfect. And I know people have some problems with it. I know the game's got some problems, but I liked it for what it was. And I loved Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. I think I liked it more than Breath of the Wild. Like with Breath of the Wild, I didn't get the 100% ending because I didn't do all the main quests. The only thing I just did was just the regular stuff. Like I just did my main mission was just to get 13 hearts, get all the champion stages. I just get all the excuse me, all the champions vows, and getting all and gain the Master Sword. Those were the only things I was really focused on. Like when I was playing Breath of the Wild, I didn't really care about anything else. But with Tears of the Kingdom, I wanted to do all the main quests. They were all really fun. Like all the main quests was really fun, and that's why I enjoy. I think I enjoyed Tears of the Kingdom a lot more than Breath of the Wild, because with Breath of the Wild, I just felt like doing whatever. I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna do this, and I just wanted to beat the game. Like I just felt like I wanted to rush it just for Breath, just so I can prepare myself for the sequel. And now that the sequel came out, I actually really enjoyed it, and I like the opening too. Like the opening, we start with 3 hearts, and then all but three get taken away. All your stamina gets messed of the way. Like everything gets taken away from you, which you never start off a Zelda game with 30 hearts before. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you do start a Zelda game with 30 hearts or something like that before, correct me. I do want to be corrected. And that's all I really can mention about Tears of the Kingdom. Like the beginning, the all the main quests, everything about it was just perfect. I think Tears of the Kingdom might be my favorite Zelda game, and I would love to play more Zelda games in the future. Like if whatever I have to do, like it was, I love Tears of the Kingdom a lot. I wonder what is in store for the next Zelda game. Whether it's a like I don't think we're gonna get any more games in the Breath of the Wild trilogy. I think it's perfect the way it was. Breath of the Wild, Age of Calamity, and Tears of the Kingdom. Age of Calamity is just a altered timeline. I never actually got the DLC for the game. I'm not planning to. And that's basically it. So thank you guys so much for watching my little review of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. It's not really like a review, but it's just like talking about the game like 1 year later. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video, which I think will be this weekend, because there's a new Splatfest happening for Splatoon 3. I'm planning on not participating in it. And I know there was a Splatoon 3 Splatfest for Tears of the Kingdom, Power versus Wisdom versus Courage, which I predicted. And I will tell you, I do not know if I'm going to participate in this next Splatfest, because none of these options really sound fun. Like, this just doesn't really feel like a Splatfest you want to go on. If I could choose one, I'm not sure which one I would choose. Maybe same old, because there's just nothing. I mean, it's gonna be the end of the world, or maybe you could try the same day. I know Save the Day is a popular choice. Hey, the Rice choice is the most popular one for once. This actually feels like a fair Splatfest, but I'm not sure which one I'm gonna do. So I think I'll just end it off here. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys next video. So until next time, catch you later.